Hi, and welcome to Prepping Essentials. Well, good afternoon. It's 2 o'clock on Thursday the 25th of November. So happy Thanksgiving to our American cousins who will be looking forward to their Thanksgiving dinners and family gatherings today. So I hope you all have a really enjoyable time. I'm just quickly popped down. It's bitter. Heavy ice this morning on the ground and the car. So I don't normally come in. I do on a Thursday after work, but I'm off this week. So here we are, it's Thursday. I'm popping down a little bit early because there are things I need to get done at home. But I just wanted to have a quick midweek update. I'll get a couple of little jobs done outside with the chickens and around the cabin and the coop, and then I'll get myself back in here for a cup of coffee and a sit down and a very, very, very quick chat with you. Just a very quick chicken update. You'll know I've got lots and lots of these layers pellets, which essentially contain everything in realistically that the chickens need for a healthy diet. I also, as you know, used mixed corn of different varieties, but as we head into winter, I've got this bag of mixed seed. There's all kinds of different seeds in there, but it's also got, if you can see that on there, suet pellets in there, so little fatty bits. So I'm just trying to make sure the chickens have got everything they need as we head into winter. I've also got them a midweek treat. I've got some lettuce here, I'll pop that in a second. I've also been busy with the peanut butter. Let me quickly whiz out there and show you. I've been rebaiting the rodent traps that I've got scattered around, so you can see there I've baited that one. I've got a couple more around the back here, so there's another one there. Also putting out some more of that poison because that's going down a treat. They seem to be getting used to that now, which is great news because they'll be eating that and disappearing off somewhere to die. Sounds heartless. And there's another peanut butter trap there. But between myself and my neighbour, I think we're doing a bit of a good job keeping down the rodent population. We've also had some bigger predators, kind of stoat ferret or feral ferret. Try saying that 3 times quickly. We've had 2 of those over the last few weeks, so fingers crossed we should be okay in terms of keeping the pest population down, and of course looking after the chickens. They've had their feed this morning. You can see some of it still on the floor there, and they're all waiting expectantly. They must be psychic, so I'll bob in there in a while and give them some greenery. But for now, I want to grab the chance of a quick cup of coffee. It's freezing today, which is the main reason I've popped in midweek. But we're going to have a coffee and a chat in the cabin quickly. Oh, well, it is freezing today. The sun's out, but you would think you'd be forgiven for thinking there was no such thing as the sun today because it's freezing. Just been giving the chickens a bit of corn. Got my little bounty of eggs. There's 7 there, so I cleared out Tuesday night, so that's yesterday, and there might be 1 or 2 from today in there. But I've just got myself a little cup of coffee made, and I'm going to need that to warm my fingers up. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're staying safe and well, and if you're in the US, happy Thanksgiving again. Hopefully you have a really good time with friends and family, bit of eating and drinking and making merry. We don't have that here in the UK at this particular time of the year. We're all pretty much focused on Christmas. The media is all over it, trying to distract us from what's going on around the world. You might have seen a post I put in the community tab today about getting used to the new normal in the supermarkets and shops, as the supply chain problem that we've had clearly hasn't gone away. We still have it, and there are less items on the shelves in terms of selection, and of course price has gone up, which kind of segues into what I wanted to chat about today. It will be a very brief chat. I'll do a more in-depth one at the weekend, because I have got lots and lots going on right now, and again I'll cover that at the weekend when I do a normal video, Saturday or Sunday, whichever day it is that I end up putting it out. But big wide world, lots going on. COVID continues to rumble along. You might remember last week I was talking about lockdowns in Europe, with Austria going into a full country lockdown, Germany talking about a full country lockdown, Austria being the first country to have mandatory vaccinations for everybody in the country. Other countries in Europe, Germany and Holland most noticeably, thinking along the same lines. Lots of disorder, disobedience on the streets, particularly in Holland. I covered that last week. That rumbled on still through this week. And we've also seen similar kind of scenes on a lesser scale here in the UK. Over in the States, again, anti-COVID demonstrations, but predominantly this last week around the not guilty verdict for that guy who shot some left-wing activists in a protest last year. So lots and lots of stuff rumbling on around civil disorder, civil disobedience, or general unrest with the population in a whole host of different countries. Still in Europe, Turkey has seen its economy collapse. I do have a friend actually who lives out in Turkey. Hi Neil, if you happen to be watching. I don't think you do very regularly, but if you do stumble across this, hi. He was telling me the Turkish lira has completely collapsed on the exchanges. Massive reduction in value, which of course has led to massive increase in price. Things like chicken up 10%, fuel up 15%, wine up 15%, and rising. Cost of living going through the roof there, as it is in many other countries. Here in the UK, we're looking towards December for the interest rate figures, forecast to be around 5%. That's the official government statistics. It's complete nonsense. It's easily way more than that. And lots of little stories been leaked out to the media about the central bank, the Bank of England, tinkering with the idea of the first interest rate rise for, what is it now? Must be getting on for 5, 6, 7, maybe more years. So yeah, that's if it does happen, will act as a bit of a trigger for the housing market as we go into the new year. We've had record prices in terms of gains in prices over this past year and a half. The market is still extremely bullish for housing, which is why I'm looking to get rid of mine and take advantage. So yeah, if the Bank of England does, as the expectation is, start with its first interest rate rise in December, that's a bit of a tipping point, not just for the housing market, but for personal finances in general. People will start to notice an additional drain on finances. Not only will they have inflation for the everyday essentials that they buy, impacting on their personal finances in a negative way, borrowing, which is at pretty much record levels, the cost of borrowing will go up. So people who do have credit card debt, mortgage debt, any other kind of personal finance debt, they will start to see that becoming more expensive. And once the interest rates rise, once that first one's out the way, then the gates are open for additional rises in additional months as we head into 2022. So yeah, lots of stuff going on around the world. The World Health Organization putting out the message about other countries should be looking at mandatory vaccinations, because the vaccination programs in a lot of countries haven't gone as well as they thought they would do. And some strange news. You'll have seen this alternative food agenda being pushed over the last year, encouraging people to go vegan, stop eating meat, coming out with laboratory grown meat, alternative sources of protein, not just from a vegan perspective, so soya, but also from insects. We should be starting to consider eating insects. That agenda is being heavily pushed off the back of climate change, using that as an excuse. The meat industry has far too many carbon emissions, and we need to get rid of those if we're going to get to this maximum 1.5 degree temperature increase. And also digital currency. I mentioned cryptocurrency, I think it was last week, because we're right on the cusp now of the fourth cycle in crypto, and the expectation is after today, when the futures market closes for Bitcoin, a spike in the cryptocurrency market. So lots of people hanging around waiting, hoping to take advantage of that and make some money as we go through December and into January next year. Who knows? No financial advice, but I'm certainly looking at it as a way of making a little bit of secondary income. It is a gamble at the end of the day. None of this is a science, but hey, I tend to look at wherever I can, where I think I might be able to take advantage of something that could give me an extra income or a little bit more money in my pocket. But off the back of the cryptocurrency discussion, I forget which organisation it was. I think Alaska Prepper did a video on this subject over the last few days, but some financial institution was pumping the idea of countries around the world having their own digital currencies instead of the normal fiat paper, pounds, dollars, euros, whatever it is in your country, as a way of stabilising the financial marketplace. But really there is an agenda behind that, in that if they can get everybody to adopt digital currency, that enables the government to more strictly control what people spend their money on. If you have your own digital currency in your country and you're paid in that digital currency, the government can essentially tell you where you can and can't spend that money. They can say, no, not at this shop, or no, you can't buy meat, or no, you can't buy petrol or diesel for your cars. So it is something to look at. It's a way off yet, because governments are still scrambling to try and figure it out off the back of the cryptocurrency boom over the last few years. They're missing out on a trick and losing control of the way in which people spend and manage their money. If it's crypto, they can't control it like they can paper money or fiat currency. So they're looking to jump on that bandwagon and try and get control of that digital marketplace. Loads of videos out there if you're interested in that. But I think it is a matter of time before governments do adopt their own digital currency as a way of preventing black market trade, cash in hand jobs as we call them here in the UK. So businesses having money that doesn't go through the tax system, it's hidden from that. If they can get digital currency, that kills that black market. Stops money laundering, that's a good excuse for them to use. And it's true to a degree. But the big thing is control of what you can spend and where you can spend it. So that is coming down the line at some point. Anyway, enough of this. I just wanted to quickly say hi, bit of a surprise midweek video for you, and just a quick recap of what's going on around the world. I will do a bit more in depth at the weekend, but since I was here, I didn't want to miss the opportunity to reach out, say hi to everybody. Thank you for your continued support on the channel. Thank you also for all of the comments that you continuously put out on the channel. It's very helpful for me to know what you're up to and give me ideas, but more importantly, it helps the community and perhaps gives them ideas as to what they can do. So thank you very much for that. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, please do stay safe and well. Enjoy your week. If you're in America, again, happy Thanksgiving, enjoy that celebration, and I'll catch up with you no doubt at the weekend. The chicken's happy with their bit of greenery. Hopefully they'll get that tidied up in a short space of time and get themselves back in the coop, because it is cold out here. I'm just going to get myself locked up, everything tidied away, and I'll be off as well myself. Well, that's it today, short but sweet. Looks are deceiving. There's a bit of sunshine on the field there, but it is bitterly cold. Bitterly cold. I had a quick look at the bees. No sign of them. They've got the right idea, keeping themselves in there. But there is that bit of sunshine directly onto the hive, so hopefully that will keep the temperature up in there. I do need to get some cladding around that at some point. Keep meaning to do it, but distractions. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll catch up with you hopefully at the weekend. Well, that's it for this video. Bit short and sweet, I'm afraid. I don't normally do them midweek, but I just wanted to reach out, especially today with it being Thanksgiving for our American cousins. Key message really, there's lots going on, there's lots of rubbish stuff going on. But do try and take the time to focus on you and yours, yourself and your family, as we head through the various celebrations that we've got between now and the new year. And don't get lost in the chaos of all of that rubbish that's going on, but take the time to enjoy yourselves and your family together, and to do a little bit of preparation work to set yourself up so that you're in a good position next year. Whatever you are doing, I hope you're staying safe and well. Let me know what you're up to in the comment section below, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.